Sideline Sedo here, back again with another Premier League preview for this week, which is match week 7. Lots of interesting fixtures this weekend, a lot of matches on Saturday, and we're going to get straight into things. Make sure to comment down below. Give me your predictions for all these fixtures, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing if you end up enjoying the video. Let's get into the first fixture, which is Aston Villa versus Brighton, Saturday, the 30th of September. This is 7:30 Eastern Standard Time kickoff. I will be going live. I will try to be about an hour early, so around 6:30 I'll be live, and we'll just be hanging out. Maybe I'll play some EAFC, and ultimately I'll kind of have like a preview for all that. But my prediction for this match is a goal fest, honestly. I think it'll be a 3-2 win to Brighton. I think we'll see goals from Joel Pedro, Evan Ferguson, and let's say Matoma. And for Aston Villa, we'll see goals from Leon Bailey and Watkins, let's say. The next fixture is Bournemouth versus Arsenal. I think that this is a fairly tough one to call because Bournemouth, they haven't really been doing too well this season. If we look at the league table, Bournemouth is right above the relegation zone, only 3 points out of the first 6 matches. But I think this could be the turning point for them. They are at home. They're against an Arsenal side who hasn't been, let's be honest, they're not the best that they could be. They were far better at the start of last season, I think. And all in all, I mean, you look at the history of this fixture, and it's usually either a win for Arsenal or there's one draw realistically. So I know it sounds crazy to go for a 1-1 draw, but I'm gonna go for 1-1 draw. A goal from Dominic Solanke and Bukayo Saka for Arsenal. I know it's kind of bodacious to claim, but that's what I feel. Everton versus Luton. This could be a huge fixture for Luton. Luton, if we look at the Premier League table as well, they're not doing too hot. Everton aren't doing too hot. But this could be a big match for them. And I'm gonna predict Luton win 1-0. Who will score for them? Oof. Let's just say Carlton Morris to be basic. But yeah, I could see this being a hard fought 0-0 for a long stretch of the game and then like a penalty or something deciding this. Next is Man United versus Crystal Palace. And Crystal Palace is right there with Man United. 8 points for them after 6 matches and 9 points for United. So to me, I think that this could end up a bit like one of their recent meetings, the 1-1. But I mean, it's tough to say. This fixture has gone quite a few ways in recent history. So I'm going to say that Palace get a 1-1 draw at Old Trafford. Goal from Marcus Rashford, and for Crystal Palace, we'll see a goal from, let's say Mateta to score. Next up is Newcastle versus Burnley. This is an interesting match as neither side is really doing. I mean, Newcastle's starting to pick up some steam. They didn't have the best of starts, but now they had the hardest run in, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. So Newcastle's a side that all in all they're in a position where this could help them continue to climb the table. Burnley need to climb the table. And I don't think Burnley will get a win at St. James Park, but I do think that there's a chance for maybe a boring 0-0 draw here. Yeah, so that's what I'll go for, a 0-0. I predict 0-0s like every week, and they like never happen. West Ham versus Sheffield. I think West Ham wins this fixture 3-1. Goals from, let's say, James Ward-Prowse, Antonio, and Bowen. And as for Sheffield, I'm going to predict that see a goal from Oliver McBurney. Yeah, Oliver McBurney for sure. That's got him written all over it. Next is Wolves versus Man City. And I don't see a way out for Wolves here. I know that City is without um I know City is without a proper kind of DM. You know, they have players that can play there. Mateus Nunez, John Stones has played there previously. Another center back, maybe like Joshua Guardiola could play there. You could even play, Bernardo Silva in one of the pivot roles alongside like Kovacic or Calvin Phillips. There's like a whole number of solutions. I think Kovacic might be injured though, but Calvin Phillips might start. But even still, I think this will finish 2-0 for City. Holland and Alvarez getting goals. Um, Now I think this is safe to say this is the fixture of the weekend. Spurs and Liverpool are basically, neck and neck. Whoever wins this fixture ends up, climbing higher in the table and surpassing and usurping the other one. For me, Tottenham look really great. Are they title challengers? That remains to be seen. Their squad is surprisingly, very solid. I think Vicario's been very great to start the season for Tottenham. He's been an impressive signing for them, kind of flying under the radar a bit, I might say. Udogi has been phenomenal as well. Van de Ven has been, up and down, but generally decent. Romero, he's featured heavily, but, he's been the center of kind of some dismay at times. But I think really who deserves the biggest shout out is Pape Sarr. He's just been absolutely revolutionized by Ange Postecoglou, who is making a contender for, one of the best coaches in the league this season. Bentancur, he's out injured, but Pape Sarr has been playing phenomenal in that position. Perisic also out with an ACL injury. And the big thing for Tottenham going into this match is James Maddison going to be, I think he'll be fit. I think he'll feature, but will he be at like 100%? Will he be able to play a full 70? Will he have to come off earlier? Will he even start? That remains to be seen. Liverpool, though, Liverpool have kind of, been flying high, to say the least. The win against Leicester City, very similar to many of the recent victories for Liverpool. 3-1 it finished, and I'm gonna predict a 3-1 win for Liverpool here. We'll see. Let's say, I don't know, Richarlison score for Tottenham, and we'll see Salah, Gakpo, and Darwin score. Salah, Gakpo, Darwin. That's what I'm gonna predict. And then we have a couple more fixtures, a few more, I should say. And then we'll look at my fantasy team. Nottingham Forest versus Brentford. Nottingham Forest look kind of solid this year. They're up in 12th. They've looked really exciting every time I've seen them play. Brentford kind of not doing as great as them. But I think this will finish 2-2. We'll see a goal from, let's say, Taiwo Awoniyi and Alanga. And we'll see goals from, let's say, Mbuemo and say Yano. And then Fulham Chelsea. This is a huge one. Fulham's a whole 8 points ahead of Chelsea. Chelsea would need to win by what, 2? Is it? Oh no, Fulham's got a way worse goal difference. My apologies. How's that goal difference that bad? But yeah, so I'm gonna predict Chelsea need a win here. They did just beat Brighton. I'll predict Chelsea to win away. I'm gonna say it'll finish 1-0 after a goal from Raheem Sterling. Luton versus Burnley. I believe this was the fixture that was like scrubbed off or kind of postponed early in the season when Luton didn't have like access to their ground yet. Oh, this is Tuesday. Okay, so Luton or Burnley plays Yeah, both Luton and Burnley play Saturday, and then they also play Monday. I'm gonna predict a, let's say, 2-1 Burnley win. We'll see a goal from Tresor and, let's say, who else could score? Koleosho. And I'll say that Ogbene scores for Luton. And now, finally, my fantasy team. This is what it looks like. And you might be like, yo, why you got your like transfers there, you know? Well, I have a free transfer. What? So I could do a free transfer. But I could also play a wild card and just kind of entirely rebuild my squad. And as of now, I kind of like it minus the backline a bit. So cash is a bit expensive. So that would cost me some points. Must be making enough proposal. Let me see. I got to think about this wisely. We get 1, 2, 3 West Ham players. 1, 2, 3 Liverpool, 1, 2 City. And I feel like we need another City player in there. You know, no matter what, it's going to have to be someone like Bowen or Darwin that goes. Let's do this. I want to see, because I want 3 Liverpool players, period. Midfielders. He falls into that category, I guess. You got to find McAllister, see how much he's going for. Get him while he's cheap. Eze is a shout. 6.3. Gibbs White is a shout. Where's Alexis McAllister? 5.9. Yes, please. McAllister's got to go in there. And 8.6 now up top. Select replacement. Let's see who's available for 8.6. Watkins, Edward, Darwin. Rice, who's the most expensive? Jesus, Watkins, Tony, Wilson, Isak, Darwin, Gakpo. I mean, I can't get Gakpo. So, unless I really want Gabriel Jesus, I mean, not really. Watkins, I would consider. Let's see. Yeah, definitely picking up Watkins. Picking up Ollie Watkins. 0.7 remains. I mean, Neto's good, but he's been kind of on a crazy hot run of form and they're facing City, so we're not doing that. 6.3 mil. Eze. Palace have... Yep, we're doing Eze. That's it. Okay, now let's actually set the lineup. So we're going to swap in Areola. Then Bournemouth, Brighton. Let's get him in. I think Eze's the one I got to keep on the bench because I can't guarantee he'll perform away at United, like him specifically. Home against Brighton, home against Sheffield, away to Tottenham, giving big credence to the Liverpool guys here. Still have wiggle room for City player. I think I gotta do Digne in for Botman to guarantee, because like I don't know if Botman's gonna play. You know, there's 75% chance of playing. I don't want to risk it. So that's my team. Make sure to comment your FPL team down below. Comment down below as well what your predictions are for match week 7 and a bit of, I guess, match week 8 with the Luton and Burnley fixture. But thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Like the video if you've enjoyed. I'm Sideline Sedo. Peace.